Hey guys, Adam Fenig here with Fenig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Here behind me, we've got a dual product 60-foot applicator running. I'm going to turn this phone around and talk about these parallel linkage coulters and how crucial they are in this hot, dry soil. So going through here, you can see here's a track of a knife that went through the ground. Tire track, more knives. But what you don't see is fertilizer on top of the ground. It's because we're able to get these coulters pushed down into the ground. And the secret there is because they are a parallel linkage coulter. Yetter makes one, and so does J&M. What a lot of guys may be seeing, if you're running a single arm coulter, maybe a climber or some other designs, when you put, let me zoom this out. When you put down pressure on your spring, that knife just tilts like this, and my elbow is the knife, and pretty soon you're just spraying your fertilizer on top of the ground because the spring's maxed out and you're camming that pivot point. Well, the parallel linkage coulter doesn't do that. And this year, guys are really going to find on their applicators if they've got a coulter that's good enough to penetrate the ground. We're running 650 PSI of down pressure on the wings on this applicator to get these coulters pushed down, and those coulters and knife are running parallel with each other. The bottom of the blade and the bottom of the knife are both uniform because of that parallel linkage design. I'll show you some pictures and photos of those coulters here when he comes back. But I wanted to show you we're easily able to go 4 inches deep with this unit, and that's the depth we need to be in this hard, dry soil. So get you some parallel linkage coulters to get that fertilizer where it belongs. So here you can see the parallel linkage coulter design. That parallel linkage is these two arms right here. This one and this one, they run parallel. And the main one that's different is this top one. Its job is to create a rigid space between the pivot point and the blade. So as you put down pressure on it, it cannot pivot up. It keeps that knife, it's putting that pressure back here at the knife to keep this thing level, uniform, and running in the ground. So that's the thought behind the parallel linkage coulter. And as you can see, right here's a crack, right here's a slot. We're able to go, easily 4 inches deep with a coulter unit like that. I can about guarantee you that this summer, if you don't have a parallel linkage coulter, you're going to struggle to keep this knife down into the ground, to get this fertilizer down in the moisture, to keep it in place so that corn crop can use it. So keep that in mind. If you want to upgrade to a parallel linkage coulter, you can certainly do so. It takes that same round shaft. And then of course we've got the triple threat fertilizer system here. You may be seeing the video I did this winter on this single tank, showing what he's doing here. He's putting boron and zinc down through these triple threats, and we're putting that stuff right at the base of the plant instead of out at the bindle of the corn, because that stuff does not move very much. So we're putting it right where the roots want it, some micronutrients feeding it there. So a lot going on here, but this is a sweet applicator, getting it at the right place at the right time, both with our coulter and the triple threat fertilizer system.